What's up guys, Gary7 here and welcome to episode 3 of my City Skyline series here on my new city CT. So this is our new area. It's episode 3 of our City Skyline series, as I've just said. We've got the university, which I'd like to add around here at some point. We've also unlocked trains, ferries and things, but I want to wait until we get the cargo hubs and things. Let's have a look. The harbour and the cargo hub is at 30,000, so we've got quite a while to wait for that. I do want to make sure we get in the police and fire services because we are lacking that as well. I should probably put one in as soon as I can, to be perfectly honest. Let's quickly check our loans. We can't take any of these out yet, but once we hit 7,000, or no, 4,800, which we're nearly there, we'll be able to add some more tourism stuff, free public transport, the old town policies, everything like that, better roads and things, so that'll be quite good. Then unlock the hospital, fire station, police station or HQs, and stuff we can add around the lake, which is quite cool. We'll get into that in a minute, but first of all I'm going to zone up some more residential. Let's unpause the game and get on with doing this. So we've got a residential demand and a shopping and an industrial demand, so let's actually add in some industry first of all. We'll add that there. I don't want to do too much industry. The less I can do, the better, in my opinion, because industry isn't the most attractive thing in the world, and the pollution isn't fantastic either, so we'll get that there anyway. Shop-wise, we can maybe do some shopping just along that bit there, up to about there. That would work perfectly, and then we'll get some of this zoned in for our housing. Again, we want to come down. We're going to go down 2 nodes just for now. We've got a school there. Land's already occupied, of course it is, but that's what we need to connect to it. Do the same along here. We can make that a nice long road. We can add a freeform. It'd be nice when we get the road with trees, when we can make this look a lot nicer. In fact, we want to go there and curve it this way so it forms nicely with the road there. Then we can do a connection or two here, so maybe we'll do one like so. And yeah, if we choose a straight road, we could even get a connection down here. I was going to delete one, so actually we'll go a bit closer to that. I'm not sure if we'll be able to because of the snapping points. That'll be fine. It'll delete our building, but it'll be okay. We've got these nice little green squares as well. We could add a road coming out for a park to build in here. We could even build a road down like that. Something different, but I don't think that would work, to be perfectly honest. We'll add that road a little bit longer there, and that can go like that, just to add something there. Let's get a park in place. Always start with a park, if I choose the right one. Thank you very much, Gary. Come on, my friend. Right, we'll get a nice little park. In fact, let's put a plaza in. We've not added a plaza. The big plaza. Perfect, that works there. We will then add residential zoning. Before we do that, let's choose and make sure, yep, that is still zoned up to here. So this is giving us the cool looking housing. I think it's called the high-tech housing. So let's get the fill option, fill it around the park, like so, and then we'll do these ones up the bank as well, and connect that like so. Let's get a footpath as well, running along the centre there on each of these. They're literally right by that house. You can come down then to the corner there. That'll work. Just add nice little shapes. I don't always want to do the same boring ones. Then we can go like so. Rather than always having squares, let's have something different there. Well, that'd be cool. And then we can actually connect that road up like that. We can leave that in to build up. It's just getting our residency in. Shopping wise, I think we've got enough shops around here to please everybody. We do have an issue with water because I don't think I've connected it up over here. So let's quickly pop that in place. Hopefully we'll save them just in time. But now we need to look at the police and everything like that. So we've not got enough for the police HQ yet. I don't even think we can do loans. We can pay this one now, take it back out. Still don't have enough for that or for the fire service, but we definitely need to get some fire around here. So let's get this one by the lake, just to give us some coverage there. And then police station wise, how much is the next police station? I think 10 grand, 12 grand, 12 grand. I don't think there's any difference. Patrol car capacity 10, 10. That just goes 25, so now that's fine. We have criminals over here for some reason, little buggers, but let's get rid of that one. They've still got demand. They're still complaining of water. They're literally connected up, so what is the matter with you? How very strange. There you go, that's another connection, so I don't know why they've got an issue with it. Yeah, and now, probably because we're not unpaused it, Gary. You absolute wally. The police station in 12,000 will do that. I do want to get the university in as well, but I think that's like 80,000 or something, 75 grand. But that would look really nice on this, you know, if we put it on the hill, if we flattened it down, that could look really nice there, but I don't think we're going to have 75 grand for a while. Oh, new milestone, busy town, thank you very much. So it's giving us the option of adding the old town policies, banned bikes, heavy traffic, all that stuff. New roads, which are good, which is what we're actually really after. Hospitals, police headquarters and fire stations, bus stations. We've got lakeside stuff, you know, the fishing piers and all that lot. Yeah, so that's an ideal, I'm happy with that. Just got 50 grand as well. So we're not far off being able to add the university. But I do need to add a police station. I'm not going to go for the HQ just because I don't think it's worth it. So we've got one police station there. We could add another one. It does good coverage there, but let's have a look. Trying to find where it gives us the best coverage. Out here is probably the best bet. Right by those shops. Nice coverage. And does it cover any of the industry? Maybe just a little bit, but that's fine. Let's unpause it again. And let's get in some of these roads. We want to upgrade these to tree roads, so let's upgrade these roads here. They just look nicer. It's also a way of adding crosswalks, you know, if we had different roads, but we don't want to change that one because that's our tram system. I might end up adding trams somewhere else, but I think for now we'll leave these ones as it is. Going to walkway across there will work, so we might even leave that like that. Zoning wise, what is it we need? More industry. We have got a nice big bit there. We could add a bit of specialised farming. We could add that right away actually. So let's do that. Let's add the farming in zone right down here. So it's going to literally be a small zone like that. Probably do, won't it? That's not too bad. Elm Hills. And then we will zone it with the farming. Boom. Then we will add some roads. So for these we do need to use the industrial roads. I think these ones will be fine. If there's I want a one-way system because then we can just literally check on our district. So we'll start up here and we can end up here. And then if we, because we're only doing a small section of it, get our one-way roads here, one-way with grass. And then we can straight, we don't even need to worry about that. Something like that. I know it's not perfect, I know it's not much at all, but you know, it'll give us a nice little bit of farm zoning. So we'll get the industry connected up. I don't want it to go to the end, but it's going to do it, isn't it? So let's actually choose our select tool. We want to choose that one. Then we're going to choose right to there. We can even do some of it not like that. Make sure we're straight, and then we're able to do it a lot easier. Choose that one. And then we'll do the same down here. Missing out the very end bit. So we've now got a bit of farming building in. So you can already see we've got cows, pigs on the biggest slope. So let's actually pause that before it gets too bad. Let's terraform it up. There's a way of making it better by doing that, and then we'll just bring that in. In fact, I think it's because our strength's too low. We want it to there. So we're going to bring this up. There we go. Not going to do too much, but that should make this look better. Yeah, I'm definitely making the pens look better there. More pigs, more things coming in there. So that's our nice little zone. They're complaining of power. I'm going to guess it's just because they're just out of connection. So once we get a few more bits zoned in there, it should be okay. We can even add a footpath then that leads from here. They've just built there, so that's no good. Come on, Gary, let's get one in quickly. To there. And then we can have one that goes from here across the tram lines. I'm not sure if anybody walks there, but we can even change this road to the four-way, which is what we needed to do, but we forgot to do. So let's get a four-way with decorative grass. We'll upgrade there. We'll upgrade this entire road first of all. Actually works well with putting it into there. We get the footpaths and we'll connect these back up. Like so. It's a bit of a curb, but it'll work. They're complaining now of water as well. We need to make sure we get all this in place. It's only this little area that's not quite connected. There we go. That should stop them being annoyed. This is, again, not quite done either. Again, coming from a series where we were finished, you know, everything was always in place. We didn't need to think about water. Going back to a brand new series, I've got to keep remembering to check the water and things like that, because we're going to end up running out and having major issues. But yeah, we've got a nice little farming zone in now. It is still complaining of power, but again, we can get by that by possibly adding some shops around here, or even just bypassing it with a quick little... Yeah, it's connected up now. We don't need to worry at all. They're complaining of water. Let's double check down here. Again, a little bit here. And then we can connect that in like so. And now I think we will need to add more power. So for that, we can just add the wind turbines into this water system here. I think if we do that, that should be enough for now, because they're all connected up now as well. All the power is being shared evenly, so that will work really well. We could continue this road up and do a forestry in the next episode, but I don't think that's needed right now. Again, this is building in very nicely. We have more demand now for housing, so let's get a straight piece of road. Let's upgrade, actually, first of all, that one, our freeform tool. I do like having the housing here, as you can see. I'm making sure we make use of this lake. You know, naturally it just looks really nice. They're still complaining of electric, so let's actually take a look at our electric policy. Oh yeah, they're not connected up. So if we just run a cable from there to there, that will cover that for now. And then we are just in the green, so we can then add another wind turbine. Let's hope that will cover that for now. Police, again, we've got 2 police stations, 2 fire stations. We definitely need to get more in. You know, they've got no coverage down the end here, and very little coverage over in our industry zone. We could probably put a fire station there. I think that would make sense, just for now. Let's leave that going, and let's continue zoning in up here. We'll get the small select tool. I want all the housing along here because it's just, it looks really nice. I think you get a higher land value as well up here, so let's do that, and then I'll be back in a second once this is built in. Got a bit more of a shopping demand. Shopping wise, let's have a look what we've got. So we've got our shopping area here, got a little bit of shopping down here. We can add some shops along this bit. I think if we select them, you know, put them beside this part up to about there, keep them away from the intersections, and we should be okay. Just one away. This then gives basically the people working down here somewhere to eat, and, you know, give them about that as well. So right by the fire station, so that'd be perfect. Yeah, get a nice little bit there. We'll check on the garbage situation. We're at 55% full. We could definitely do with adding a recycling plant. I think we've actually got one here. Let's have a look. The recycling centre is where garbage processed in the city goes. The facility recycles the waste and produces raw materials from it. So that's actually fine. We've got a pretty decent system up here at the moment, intersection wise. Get rid of traffic lights, just put a stoplight. Same here, stoplight again, stoplight, and a stoplight there. In fact, we don't even need a stoplight there because it's the end junction. We can just leave that as it is. We don't need that there. We can just have a stoplight there. We could do with upgrading all this to 4 lanes as well. I don't know why I didn't do that. So let's think we'll do our 6-lane road. We won't use trees because it won't look right. In fact, there's 4 lanes, aren't they? These are, so let's upgrade. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Didn't really want to do it because it gets rid of so much industry, but again, if we choose it again and just get the large brush tool, on the select tool here, actually, we'll just go like that. Build it in. Get rid of that one, please. Pop that one in place. Choose that, come on. There we go. Taking a while, but we did it. It's just now, this is going to be a lot easier for them getting around. It will free up the traffic. They'll have dedicated turning lanes. Well, not quite dedicated, but not far off. Again, down here is just, they've got dedicated turning there, once this truck gets out of the way. Dedicated turning and everything as well, which helps out a lot. Free left, free right. I don't know why they're going right. If they're in the farm, where are they going? Ah, to the processing plants that are up this side of it. Yeah, but that's working, you know, it's giving them a nice little loop. This is getting a little bit busier now, so let's actually check our traffic. We're at 89%. Again, we need to get this at a time, but we can't actually do that for now. Maybe we up this to a 4, but again, because it's residential, I don't really think we should worry too much. If we put on the policies, and then we choose this one, we can actually start adding policies now, which will stop people going in there. So we'll add smoke detectors, parks and recreational use, free public transport, and then if we go across this one here, we'll encourage biking, old town rules, so nobody else is allowed in the area, so that should stop some of the traffic. We've got trucks going in and out there as well. I don't think we have. The issue is the shops, isn't it? But yeah, let's extend the old town policy all the way across to these ones. Everybody that lives there gets the old town policy. We've not upgraded this to the highway connections, so we can actually do that right now. We can add the 2-way, we don't want 2-way, we want a 1-way highway with sound barrier, but it's 2 lanes, so we can upgrade that one like so. This just means these guys can go on and off quicker. We could even upgrade the roundabout now to a 2-lane highway with sound barriers, get these guys moving faster and quieten the roundabout up anyway. I think 2 lanes should be absolutely fine. We could even make this a highway road, a 2-way highway. I've not used one before, so what's that? 2-way highway with sound barrier. Let's see what that's like for the roundabout. It's only given 1 lane though, so it might be an issue. Yeah, I don't want them turning there. That's what I do not want happening. So what we can do is actually delete this. We've got the highway here. We can get a straight road. We can connect it up to the roundabout like so. And then we can literally, don't need it that big a curve. We can get a bit of a curve on to there. And we'll sort that bit out in a minute because it's not perfect, but you know, just basically give these guys a connection on and off, a dedicated one. Let's connect that's a bit smoother, and then let's connect that one like so. Just basically a way of getting these off and on really quickly, and then they're not going to be able to turn around and get in each other's way, so that's actually going to free this up really well, hopefully. We could even up it to a 3 lane if we need to, but I don't think we need to for now. Maybe this one, let's have a look at upgrading this one. It's not actually necessary right now, but we'll do it anyway, just so it matches the rest of the highway, like so. And again, these ones can have it here, and we will in turn have to put trees around the back here to make it quieter. So I think tree wise these ones will be good. Get a nice strength up, and we're literally just going to fill this with trees. And then once we've got all this in place, this should hopefully make it quieter for the residents. Again, you can hear me tapping because it's actually easier to fill it in singly than having the big fill tool for some reason, which is a bit strange, but you know, we'll have to accept that and just deal with that in this game. On the PC it's probably a lot easier, but on console for some reason not everything seems to be working as smoothly. So I'm holding X down, nothing's happening, so whereas if I go in there I can tap it and, you know, get them all in place. Let's do that. Again, you might not see every little detail that I'm doing, but I'm going to try and share most of it with you. Again, this is one area we need to add a few more. That one resident's going to be really annoyed otherwise. A couple there. You know, adds a bit of a barrier there, so that's absolutely fine. They're complaining of no workers, but it should be okay. I did have a connection here that was working pretty well. A one-way road connection out of here. It was actually a bridge. We could probably move the bridge to here instead. So if we actually go up and over, and then we come down from this one, get a nice road like so. Ignore the arrow facing the wrong way for now. Like that. Change that guy's direction. We could then either connect it up here or connect it up with a curve from this bit. I think right here would be absolutely fine, so let's straight that. I'm going to delete 2 roads, 2 houses, but that's fine for me. Thank you very much. Just to give these guys a connection then to the industry, and we're going to actually do it to about here, and I want it to connect up to there. I want to curve on. I want to delete those 2 so we get a nice big curve like so. Now this gives everybody that works in that industry area the opportunity to use this one-way system to get there, but nobody can go the other way, so it should stop some issues with traffic arising in there if it would, but I don't think it would anyway. So it's going to give the people in the the recycling centres and everything the access back to the depot. But the road's definitely freed up a lot more now we've added the highway. You can see how quickly they're going around here. It's absolutely mental. The housing over here, we forgot to add water pipes, even though I said about it during the episode. They've all left because I'm an absolute idiot sometimes. So let's actually go to this tool, abandoned buildings, and then we'll delete all of them. Hopefully we've saved the rest of them from leaving, which we have. Nice. And yeah, getting up more residential demand again. I do want to build a university around here, like I've said, but we do need to keep an eye on all of our schooling. So elementary school we've got absolutely fine at the moment. High school again we're doing fine on. It'll be the university, which is that a University Institute of Creative Arts? A prestigious school specialised in creative arts, educating teens, and an alternative to a high school. So nope, it's this one here, the Modern Technology Institution. So that's fine. I'm not even near that yet. But when we add the university, that will be great here. I want to add some roads in coming off of here, just before we get too many built up areas. Like so. It's just going to add connections around. Continue this freeform, and we want this whole lake to be housed, because if we look at the land value, which is that one there, it's blue, so it's already pretty good before we've even added anything to it. And now it will increase. Again, same over here, it's blue because for some reason they love being by the water, which is fair enough. I said it in my last series as well, it's really nice living by water. It's where I'd like to live. We can add a nice garden down here. I think that would work quite well. In fact, it would work well there, but I don't want to go too close, so we'll put that on there. That'll be quite nice. We've got the schools around here which could do with basketball courts and stuff, but I think we'll add them. Where's the nearest school? Over here. Isn't there? There's one there, but that's going to be in the way. And let's put that up right by the police station. It will work, and then we can add a basketball court here up beside it, like so. So we'll just add some basketball and tennis courts around, get the people happy. Again, no citizens, they're complaining of that. Again, we've got more demand for shopping, and because over here there is no shopping, we could definitely do with just adding, even if it's just a couple of small shops, just something for the people, the residents here. They can, they've got these shops and they can use, rather than having to go all the way up over here. We need to check on the district to make sure this district goes all the way across, because these housing, this I want to be the really cool houses. So it's probably going to get them all to move out, unfortunately, at the beginning. But if we loop around now so we don't forget, then that can be one district right like that. It'd be a massive district, but it will look really nice when that's done. That's just so we don't forget. That's why I've done that. Boom. They're going to you know, move and everything, but that'll be fine. But you can see these houses in here with the green just looks, in my opinion, looks really nice. But in this episode, we've added our new farming district, we've added some more residential, and the town is slowly growing. We're getting a big death wave because you just do in this game. We need to add a medical clinic. They're the same, but they're different. Could do with adding one probably here. We've got plenty of capacity in that, but again, it'll make them happier. Education wise, we've got a high school there and 2 over there, or elementary schools, sorry. And then high school wise, we've got 1 over here and 1 over there, which they've got like 1,000 capacity each. Education will get, university, sorry, will get next. But for now, that is our district. Let's actually make sure the power is connected over here. This one house doesn't have it. You've got to wait for these people to build in, my friend, then you will. But yeah, that is our episode 3. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you are new, please do drop a sub and a follow. And I'll be back again soon with my CT. And yeah, catch you again, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.